I know my life changed when I leaned into spirituality, and I leaned into like really honoring that body of mine instead of just thinking everything is, ABC, business strategy, business this, business that.
Yeah.
When I said yes, and there is whole other element that I'm not considering, my life changed. But when I started my journey, what I found it was spirituality on a day-to-day basis is a little bit hard.
Yeah.
Especially when, like you said, there is a system that is around us
Yep.
at any given time. There's a system that we operate in. And when you're in the system and there are elements in the system that are not aligned, I was married to someone that I wasn't aligned to.
Yeah.
And so they were in my system. There was no way, at least when I was in it, for me to go, oh crap, that's what's broken, or that's what I need to think about or work on, and so forth. What is your thought process or your mentorship to somebody who may be going through that journey?
So I'll tell you, because I've been through that journey. When I was $200,000 in debt, 40 pounds overweight, tried to kill myself twice. I was already living in my car for 2.5 years. My mom was dying in the hospital, and my daughter pretty much disowned me. And my girlfriend left me because I couldn't take care of my own self. All in the same month. Like, all of this was happening at the same time. And I was like, I don't know, with all of these gifts and talents, how people are making it. This doesn't make sense. So either I die or I do something about it. And I remember saying, I can't change anyone else, because I used to blame everybody for where I was. And I was like, the only person I haven't blamed was myself. So first step was taking responsibility for where I was at, and nobody else could take the blame. So I instantly, and this was unconscious, by the way, took my power back. And I was like, man, if anybody's going to change anything, it's going to have to be me. What can I change about myself that would change where I am? So I immediately looked at what I was doing. I'm like, man, I complain all the time. It's like my friends are up to no good. And I'm always going to the club, chasing women, and I'm living in my car. I'm sleeping around every single night. I was like, man, what's the easiest thing I know I can do now? All right, cool. I can go hang out with some new people. Where are those new people? I look up on Craigslist. I was like, man, any like free leadership seminars or something? But because that was the opposite of everything that I was doing in areas of my life where I wasn't happy. And all of this, I was unconscious. I wasn't doing personal development back then, but I was like, man, what's the opposite? So, I love to tell analogies and stories because people remember the story. There was a time where my life hit rock bottom, and this will pertain to what you're saying. And I said, okay, I'm tired of fighting. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to be surrounded by nothing but positive people. I want to inspire people. I want to make a bunch of money, and I want the money to represent something that I passionately believe in that I would do for free. So that was me unconsciously creating a vision for myself. Then I just went out in the world. A few days later, a homeless guy asked me for money. I said, you have more money than me. And he said, change your mindset, change your life. The homeless guy walks away. Those words hit my soul like a ton of bricks. And I was like, man, so if I do different with the same circumstance, then my life will change. I hang out with these people. So the easiest thing I could think of is stop going to the club. Okay, what can I do with the time that I go to the nightclub every single night chasing women? Let me see if I can hang out with some positive people that are doing differently than that my other friends are doing. Cool. So that's when I looked up a different community of positive people that were up to something. I got involved with health and wellness, and they were speaking different. They looked different. Their energy was different. I was like, man, it's like a whole different planet. By me changing my community and being immersed in the culture, and all this was unconscious, I naturally started doing everything that they were doing. I don't see how I could have done that by myself, just like a fifth grader can't teach himself how to get out of fifth grade. So I'm a fan of having somebody in your life that can support you in pulling out of you what you can't pull out of yourself. because you can't see the picture while you're in the frame. So culture and community and like immersing yourself in that and the kind of community that you want to be will have you accelerate your learning, and it won't be as difficult because now you won't be by yourself with no accountability and all that. That's difficult.